Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Avrora Academy's free tutorials. Today's tutorial is on starting your own Webull or Robinhood brokerage from zero, from scratch. I'm going to do two separate videos for you. This one specifically focuses on starting your own Robinhood account. The next one is going to be Webull. So if you're interested in starting your Webull, go ahead and skip this video, go to the next one. But we are doing both just in case, you want to have a preference or you want to, choose the type of brokerage you want to work with. The real difference between the two is Webull is a little bit more advanced, although both of these have the same barrier of entry. So whether you're working with Robinhood or you're working with Webull, you can know absolutely nothing, know absolutely zero, and just know that you want to start trading, whether it's options or stocks or whatever the case may be, and you can do that with both of these platforms. But Robinhood has a little bit of a friendlier interface. It's a little bit easier to understand what's going on the screen on Robinhood, while Webull gives you a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more customization and a little bit more data, right? And all of these things kind of play into what you want to do with your investing. If you want to keep it easy, keep it light at the start, you can do both. You can do either Robinhood or Webull. But if you know for a fact that this is something you want to start doing long term and have those advanced features, then I certainly recommend trying Webull. But if you're kind of just an easier going, you want to keep things light, keep things simple, just want to maybe buy a few shares of Apple, buy a few shares of Microsoft here and there to your entire portfolio and the scale, right? Maybe diversify with ETFs and whatnot, then Robinhood's most likely the go-to. Without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to be doing this on the phone because maybe you don't have a computer, or you don't always have access to a computer. You most likely always have access to a phone, through the apps. Both of these brokerages have beautiful apps that are designed to work, whether it's on a computer or phone. But like I said, we're going to start on a phone, let's check it out. Let's see what we got. Okay, so here we are. First step, should be self-explanatory, but download whichever app you want to work with. So if you want to do Robinhood, go ahead and download that. If you want to do Webull, go ahead and download that. So like I said, we're doing Robinhood in this video, so let's go ahead and launch it. We launch it, we're greeted with this welcome to Robinhood. Hopefully it should be the same on your device. So we're gonna click sign up, and it's pretty simple here, but like I said, I'm going to walk you through the entire process. So first step is put in your email. Next up, we have to choose a password. Make sure you choose a secure password. Make sure the email that you're putting in is yours, because you're going to get important notifications from here, and you need a lot of confirmation, security, because this is money. This is your essentially digital wallet. So be sure to choose a secure password. Now we're going to put in our legal name. Make sure it says legal for a reason. Make sure your name is legit. If you're under 18, you can set up an account under your parents. Make sure they're aware that the account is being set up under their name, right? Don't just set it up and then lose all the money and then have them figure out where the hell that went to. So make sure it's either your name if you're over 18, or if you're under 18, talk to your parents, let them know like, hey, this is gonna be my money, or whatever the case may be, and set it up under their name, because you are going to need that social security number. You can't fake it, you can't really make it up. So make sure you are being as legit as possible here and put in that real name. So we're gonna hit continue here, and we're gonna go on to the next screen. It's gonna verify some of our information, see if you had the email registered before and whatnot. And next it's going to say, help us verify your identity. So this is what I was just talking about, right? By law, they're required to collect the information, and for your taxes and whatnot, you can't have just a ghost trading on the stock market. So we're gonna put in our phone number here. Make sure, again, it's a legit phone number, because you are gonna get important information. It's gonna be used for verification. Next, we have to verify this phone number. So we're gonna click verify. It's gonna send us a code. We put in the code, the basic. So bang, we got the phone number verified. Now, date of birth, again, don't bullshit this, because they're gonna check your social security. If you're under 18, you're trying to make this account, you're gonna waste your time. They're gonna disqualify you, and you're not gonna be able to get this account until you turn 18. So if it's you or your parents, be sure it's a legit birthday, right? If you're 18, don't worry about this, but if you're under, make sure it's your parents' real birthday and whatnot. So put that in. And next, they're asking for our address. Now, again, make sure it's a legit address, right? Whatever you have on your ID, if you're over 18, or whatever your parents have on their ID, check their driver's license, see what address says on there. That's what we're going with. It's going to give us some auto suggestions, and we're going to fill all of this information out. As far as units go, if you don't have units, you can skip that. Now, where are we a citizen? If you're a citizen of the United States, choose that. If you're not, choose whatever other country you're in. But again, the result is pretty much the same. We're going to end up asking you for your social security number. So here's the screen that we were kind of, preluding this whole time. So verify our identity. They need our social security number. We're going to hit continue, and we're going to put it in right here. So this screen is asking us if we're a resident for US tax purposes. So say if you're a resident of Germany, but you live in the United States and you pay taxes to the United States, then you would answer yes. But if you live in Germany half the year in the United States, and you pay taxes to both, then you would click no, and you would continue with the prompts there. But I think most of us are paying taxes in the US and we're located here, so we're going to click yes. Danny, congrats. You just got a little shout out on Avrora Tutorials. So, answer a few questions about investing. Essentially, what this is going to do is run a quick pre-qualifier on you to see if, you're eligible to be on Robinhood. You don't have to worry about this too much. Most of the time, you're going to get qualified regardless. But let's see what these questions are. So how much investment experience do you have? You can be honest about these questions, because what Robinhood's going to do is help you out throughout the process. So if you have no experience at all, they're going to give you a nice tutorial on what things mean and whatnot. But in our case, we're going to consider ourselves just about average. So we're going to click, I know what I'm doing. So Robinhood's going to give you an option for commission-free trading. We definitely want to enable this. It's essentially not going to charge us any commission for trading. So we're going to click yes here. Are you employed? You got to answer this question honestly, because it's for your tax purposes, as mentioned before. So if it's you, then answer the question properly. If it's your parents, also please answer the question properly. So yes, we are employed. Now we got to put in our employer information. So we can go ahead and do that here. So this question here is asking us if us or a family member are a 10% shareholder at a publicly traded company. So for example, Elon Musk would answer yes to this question because he has 10% or more in Tesla, right? And Tesla is a publicly traded company. So I'm pretty sure if you would answer yes to this question, you would not be watching Avrora Tutorials, because you would have a financial advisor take care of all of these account openings for you. So in most cases, we're going to click no here. Now, do you work or any of your family work for a stock exchange or brokerage? The reason they're asking us is because if we are, we're not legally allowed to trade. We're not legally allowed to have a public brokerage like this and trade on the public stock market, because we might have insider stock information which might help us make different decisions in the stock market that are essentially considered unfair. So we're gonna click no, but if you are, click yes. Don't bullshit them. I'm begging you. So we're gonna check all of these agreements, right? We can go ahead and look at them. If you want, you can read them. Most of the time, you're just gonna click agree and accept, then review, right? Agree, review, agree. So it's just the very basic stuff. Data sharing, you don't have to worry about this too much. And from here on out, Robinhood is going to ask us to fund the account. Okay, so we're going to click continue. As little as $1 to start investing. Right, they're going to tell you about all of the cool features of Robinhood. So we're going to click continue, and it's going to ask us to add our bank account here. So if you don't have one right now, I definitely recommend getting one, because you're going to be unable to trade without it. But if you do have one, you can go ahead and continue. It's going to use Plaid to link it. So essentially what that's going to do is just find your bank account based on your information and help you log into it quicker and link it straight to Robinhood, so you don't have to worry about it later. And you can use that same bank account to fund it. So again, I found all of our accounts here. We're going to link one of them through Plaid, right? So bang, it's going to take us to the bank app. It's going to ask us to log in here. If you have Face ID, you're good to go. All right, now it's going to tell us how to connect with Robinhood, what Robinhood's going to have access to. So if you're interested in this stuff, you can go ahead and read it. Then you can choose what types of accounts you want to give it access to, and then review the information and connect. So once you connect, it's going to take us right back to a Plaid landing page, then right back to Robinhood and back to where we just were. So we got an email that we are now sharing data with Robinhood, which is fine. I got access to our account. So now it's going to tell us what type of data we are sharing as far as our financials go. Okay, so we're going to click allow, because if you don't click allow, it's not going to let you prompt. All right, so this is Robinhood Gold. Robinhood Gold is a subscription you can pay monthly. and you get a few goodies. So things like 4.5% APY on cash. So say you invest $500 into your brokerage and it's sitting there, it's uninvested, you're going to earn 4.5% on it. You're going to get 1% more. Zach, congratulations, good luck. You're going to get 1% more on every eligible brokerage deposit, right? So whenever you deposit money, you get 1% more on it. Pretty cool stuff. And you're insured up to $2.5 million. If that's something you're interested in, we are going to continue to deposit without gold. So now it's going to ask us to transfer money to Robinhood. We're going to transfer $1 because that's as little as we need to, right? But typically I recommend starting with some like $100. So we're going to hit continue. And then you can set a deposit schedule here if you wish to. Say you're on a salary and you want to continuously invest money, you can go ahead and do that here. You can set it to whatever you'd like, monthly, bi-weekly. We're going to skip this. And then it's going to tell us to open an IRA if you are looking to start preparing for retirement, right? Or start planning for retirement. You can go ahead and do that through Robinhood. Robinhood has amazing features for saving long term, which is why it's one of the better brokerages if you are just looking to kind of set it and forget it. All right, so it's going to tell us about the IRA. We don't worry about that right now. You can choose Casey June. Congratulations, good luck. Choose an IRA, right? You can go traditional, you can go Roth IRA, but again, we're not worrying about that right now. We're just worrying about trading. And boom, here we are. Thank you for joining Robinhood. So let's go ahead and explore it, see what our dashboard looks like. So we can choose to sign in with Face ID. Personally, I like that. So then it's going to tell us that we're eligible for a $200 offer if we join Gold, which is actually quite the deal. So here's the thing. You're eligible for $200 when you join Robinhood Gold and deposit $2,000 within the first week. So say you have $2,000 to invest, you can claim this offer, pay that like $8 a month for Robinhood Gold, get that 200 on top of your 2,000 and have that 2,200 earn 4.5% interest without even trading. That's why we like Robinhood, because Robinhood gives you perks like this. So we don't worry about that right now, right? So Robinhood, because we just opened an account, is going to get us a free stock, $5, and we get to pick what type of stock we want. So, you know, just a great start from Robinhood. We invested $1, got $5 for free. What are we going to invest in? I'm a big fan of Microsoft for long term. And this is very similar to how you would typically put in an order on Robinhood, whether it's for a sale or a purchase of a stock or options or whatever the case may be, and then swipe to submit. And we just got $5 of Microsoft. How wonderful. And then if you invite friends, they have a beautiful referral program. You can get up to $1,500 a year. So, you know, you can take care of that if you want. So this is what your Robinhood portfolio looks like when you log into the app. So if we log out right now and log back in, is going to Face Ideas, and this is exactly where you land. So this is your entire portfolio, your entire investment. You can check your 1 week, 1 month, 3 month. Right, for us, it's all blank right now because we just created the account. And then your all time, and then here you can, you know, very basic features. Here's usually going to be your notifications. For example, if you have options expiring or something going on in, you know, the world of your investments. Here you're going to see all of your stocks and ETFs. So currently we hold Microsoft. It's going to tell us about, you know, all of this good stuff, and it's very simple. As you can tell, the interface is very simple to use. Right, so we have our Microsoft, we can check its performance. All we see is just kind of this chart, right? We can expand it and get into like slightly more of a tech analysis on Robinhood, which, you know, sounds goofy, but in any case, you have all of your indicators here. You have, you know, your notifications. You can get custom alerts and different price levels and whatnot. So if you want to get into technical trading like that, you can on Robinhood. It's just a little bit not ideal. And if you watch the Webull tutorial, you'll see how much more professional and how much more advanced it looks over there. So on the bottom here, we can see our position. We can see how many shares we have, our market value, and the diversity in our portfolio, as well as average cost. Say I was to buy more right now with the $1 that I invested, I would have had the average cost there based on whatever Robinhood bought it at, as well as whatever I bought it at, right? And then if you average down later on, that's exactly what it would look like as well. So our buying power is right here, and currently it's also earning interest, I believe. It is earning very small interest, but nonetheless it is. So even without Robinhood Gold, your uninvested cash will be earning money, and I'm pretty sure up to $1,000 Can't pronounce that, but congratulations. Up to $1,000, you can get immediate buying power. So for example, if you really want to buy a stock and you invested Dr. Megs, congratulations, and you invested $1,000 into it and you really want to buy a stock, they're going to give you $1,000 immediately without it having to settle. Typically takes about 2 to 3 days to settle from your bank to your Robinhood account, or to your brokerage account rather, but with Robinhood they give it to you immediately. Okay, so on the bottom we can create lists. So for example, they give you right your first list automatically. They kind of give you all of these stocks right off the bat that you can take a look at, and you can modify this. You can create a new one, you can add whatever stocks you'd like to monitor, right? And let me just show you real quick how you would purchase the stock. So for example, let's take Apple. We can see its chart as we did with our portfolio. We can read a little bit more about it, what it is, right? Find the CEO, gives you really beautiful stats on the thing, gives you today's low, gives you, you know, your overnight volume, your volume, 52-week high and low. Then you have the news right here, and then you kind of have the analysis of what the bulls and bears are saying, right? And you can see the trading trends. It's all very, very easy to use. You kind of have this entire page dedicated to Apple specifically, so you can see what's going on in the world of Apple. But if you were to purchase one, whether it's a stock or options, you would click buy. So it's going to give us, you know, these tutorials still, and then you would choose how much you want to purchase. You can either buy in shares or dollars, or you can do recurring investments. There's all these great options for you to mess around with, but typically you just buy in dollars, go for $1, review, and if we swipe up, we would literally just order Apple and have that order in, right? For options, it would be a very similar thing. Now, if we click on our account on the bottom right, we can add our profile picture here if we'd like. We can change the, you know, the theme of the app, change the username, all of those things. We can see our holdings currently, right? We can also go ahead and click on earn rewards if we want to invite friends. And then to the left, we have all of our settings, okay? So here you can access your tags documents. You can go ahead and see your activity across all accounts. So here we can see that we deposited $1. Then we also got the bonus stock for $5. All of your history's there, right? You can see your transfers. KSAM, congratulations. So how do we actually access option trading, right? If we take a look right now and we click on, say, NVIDIA, we can only buy the actual stock. All right, so to enable options trading, you're going to click on the profile on the bottom right, then you're going to click on your settings on the top left, and then you're going to click on investing. Scroll down, and right here you're going to see options trading. So you're going to have to click enable options trading. It's going to give you a rundown of what options trading is, and then it's going to ask us another questionnaire. So do we provide investment advice? No. We register financial regulator? No. And then what's our main goal? You know, grow money, even if, okay, so it's going to ask us for like risk assessment. So we're going to click the middle, how much experience. We have a good amount of experience, but you choose the options that are appropriate to you. By no means do you have to copy my options, right? I'm just kind of choosing the basic, then tell them your yearly income, then our total net worth, and then they're going to ask us for the total of our current investments, and then what's our marital status. Again, this is all for tax purposes. And then how many dependents we have? 0. Dependents are your children, of course. What's the main source of the money used for investing? We're going to say our gifts. Now it's going to ask us if we know how to enter an option spread. We can say that we know what it is. So then we're going to add our options trading experience. We're going to say about 1 to 2 years. And then here we're going to review the agreement, agree, and our application got approved. So based on your answers, if you were to just copy what I put in, your application will also get approved. But like I said, put in your real stats, and you know, Robinhood will then determine whether you should be approved or not. So we can enable option alerts if we'd like. That's just notifications from the app. Then if we want to enable expiration date trading, so typically Robinhood will close your position around 3 p.m. If you enable this, they're going to close it later around 3:30. So we definitely want to enable that, and then we are all set. So we're going to click on done. And now if we go to NVIDIA and we click trade, we're going to see the trade options button. So we can either buy the stock like we did, or we can click on trade options. And now we can see all of the contracts, right? So we don't have to worry about this, the builder. We can click on today, for example. Today is the October 11th. And we can see all of the options that were traded today, or we can click on October 18th, then October 25th, right? And we see all of these different options. We can either buy or sell if we were to currently hold anything. And then to the right, we can choose call or put. So for call, we would, you know, click on this, and then we can buy it. We say literally the same order style menu as you would for the stock. You can choose how many contracts you want. So say 5 contracts, then you would choose the price based on the bid. So here it shows you the current bid. It shows you the Greeks here as well. Say you were to choose 4.07, you can review your order. Well, yeah, see, NVIDIA is in 5-cent increments. So say 4.10. And then currently we don't have enough buying power, but essentially it would just pop up the same swipe up menu. After you click review, you would review the order, swipe up, and you are good to go from there. All right, folks. Well, that's essentially Robinhood for you. You're ready to go here. You can start investing with Robinhood if you followed all of the steps. And hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them into the community chat on Discord. If you haven't yet joined the Discord, please go ahead and do that. We provide a lot of free value for you, absolutely no charge. So we would love to see you there.